What is up, everybody? Welcome to Surviving Rocklahoma, your official source of all things Rocklahoma, the official podcast of Rocklahoma. I am your host with the locks that rocks, Adam Richmond, and I am so glad to see each and every one of you all this Monday. How are we doing? Everything sounding good? Can you hear me? I don't trust my own ears, so that's what I got you all for. And yeah, I see everybody already in the comments. How many more days, they say? Oh, less than 20, that's for sure. Evening all. Justin Hoppy's in the comments. He's going to be joining me a little bit later in the show. I also see one of the folks that helps us with the campgrounds map, Darren Pilkington. Much love to you, buddy. Thank you for everything you do. My co-hostess with the mostest, Christy Gross, is in the comments as well. You can join us this year at Camp Mardi Gras. I see Jen and Mike White, fresh out the shower.
Giggity.
Camp Mutt Hut is in the house. Remember, folks, if you are doing the Rocklahoma swag, you got some stuff you're going to be giving out to people or just want to swap swag, well, you can call the Mutt Hut, and they've got a list, and they let you know where you can list your stuff and who all is going to be trading the little bits of swag that we like to give out, you know, whether it be koozies or wristbands or some other stuff that's going around. I don't have any other pieces right near me, but I do have a little something extra. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. But first, now that we've confirmed that we are live and you guys can hear me, we are going to go ahead and pay some homage to the sponsors, the folks who help power the show year round, not just during Rocklahoma season. And first up, we've got DEB Concerts, who answers the question, what do you want to do with your life? And Rocky will be doing inside of the Roadhouse at the DEB concert stage. Inside the Roadhouse, it's moved a little bit. It's going to be closer to the GA entrance towards the campgrounds, the shower house, the big old bus. And it's going to accommodate a lot more people. We're going to have more room and you won't have things overlapping. We also want to give some love to At Your Service Rentals, the official purveyors of the poo shacks for Rocklahoma. They are the folks that put up with all of our crap. And you know what? They are actually authorized us to announce a winner each and every week for a $200 service voucher from At Your Service Rentals. You can use it however you want. Maybe you want a portable restroom and get it cleaned out a couple of times over the weekend, or you got a camper and you'd like it, you know, waste and water services, or maybe you want a swimming pool or a couple of swimming pools. You'll have the versatility to pick what you want, up to $200 from At Your Service Rentals. We're going to let you know how to win that prize here. We're going to announce the winner at the end of the stream, so I'm going to make you all sit through this whole thing to find out if you won. But I will tell you now that one of the first two ways to qualify for the prize, you got to like Surviving Rocklahoma, the Facebook page, and you got to share this video. That's all you got to do. Like the page and share the video, and you're already halfway there. Then I'll give you the code word a little bit later in the show, and we will pick us a winner. With that being said, we'll go ahead and move on to the next. We want to talk about Rocklahoma's newest partner, the Rocklahoma Bitches, who are doing the proud to host the Rocklahoma Bitches late nights at Rocklahoma. And That is so mind-blowing. I am so happy for the girls. The Rocklahoma Bitches has been one of our most vocal, our proudest, and most tenured sponsors of all of those who have been supporting the show over the last 10 years. And we are so happy to collaborate with them on a couple of projects, including the Rocklahoma Campgrounds map, which got itself some stage time this year, in that they are going to be announcing the winner live from the stage. And the rules have changed a bit this year. We'll talk a little bit about that later on in the show. But congrats again to the Rocklahoma Bitches. Now, we also want to give a shout out and a huge thank you to our proud partner and sponsor, Photography by Angel Lee. Rebel Angel has been working with us for the last 4 years, covering Rocklahoma and other music festivals near and far. And this week, we are going to be revealing the winner of Rebel's Raffle, where she was raffling off a full GA Rocklahoma package. Not just the tickets, but campsite too. Everything, I mean, you got the whole stuff. All you got to do is show up with all of your food and supplies for the weekend, and not for a bad price, I may say, if I may say so myself. Now, we're going to announce that one a little bit later in the show as well. That's not, you don't get stuff for just tuning in for like 5 minutes, y'all. You gotta watch. We make you earn it around here. Well, also, we want to give some love to Rockavet. You know, Angel not only is my favorite photographer, but she is also a proud veteran, and we are so glad to be working with the Rockavet charity group. They are a nonprofit charity organization devoted to helping to get our veterans the music that is medicine. And as they bring awareness to mental health issues and all things pertaining to our servicemen and women, first responders, and Blue and Gold Star families. So they've got some big announcements in their own right, including a vendor booth. So when you go to Rocklahoma this year, make sure you stop by the Rockavet vendor booth to see what all of they've got going on. I understand they've got some things in the works, and we're going to be talking about those here in the weeks to come. Well, the week and a half to come. We are 2.5 weeks away from Rocklahoma, y'all. 2.5 weeks away from getting to go to the campgrounds, cut loose, forget about our everyday responsibilities, and head on over to one of our other proud sponsors, the Big Old Bus, who's bringing a bus load of debauchery to a festival near you, including Rocklahoma and Rock the Equinox. And not only are they a proud sponsor of the show, but we are so happy to be a part of the second annual Lip Sync Battle at the Bus. And it's going to be hosted by yours truly. So come and join me Saturday night as we rock out. You don't have to be able to play an instrument. You don't have to be able to sing. All you got to do is be able to be a rock star to your favorite song. So you go ahead and start making your selections now. You can get early requests in and entries into the contest by going to the Big Old Bus and let Shannon know what you would like to do. And I believe some folks are going to be showing up to the battle in costumes. So y'all better get in front of the camera and get your A games going. Who knows, we may do a contest in the week to come via TikTok to celebrate our collaboration for the lip sync battle. We also want to give a huge shout out to Metalcore Clothing for producing our official podcast shirts for this year and last year, and they came in handy when we had our vendor booth at the Terp Float Festival. We sold loads of shirts, y'all, and they are fine threads, if I may say so myself. We've got a link in the comments where you can go to buy your own, get them in your size, and have it ordered to your door. We are not allowed to sell or otherwise make transactions at Rocklahoma, so I'm not going to be able to sell them there at the festival, y'all. So if you want to get your shirts early or represent the podcast, you're going to have to either order your shirt or pick them up from me directly prior to the festival. Now, we also want to give a shout out to Paulette Haas, the realtor that rocks. Remember, folks, it doesn't matter if you are trying to upgrade your property or liquidate your property. Maybe you're just looking for something a little bit different. Well, don't just get you a kick-ass pad. Get you a house that rocks from the realtor that rocks, Paulette Haas. And with that, y'all, I want to thank our other biggest and most appreciated of all of our sponsors, you all. Thank you all so much for your stars. They are little digital bits of currency, little pennies, really. And every time you donate those stars, those help fill the tip jar that helps fuel the show and pay the bills, as we do have those hosting costs and all of that. So with that being said, we like to reward our stars senders by having a little contest we like to call the Stars Wars. Now, what the Stars Wars is, the top stars sender every week will be entered into an end of the month drawing along with our subscribers. If you can get in, you can subscribe to the page, $4.99, cancel any time. Now, those two are automatically entered, and we also qualify live viewers randomly through the course of the month. So you don't necessarily have to purchase to win. All you got to do is follow instructions, follow the podcast, and watch the live stream. Now, with that being, in addition to all of this, we've got some extra stuff to give away this week. And I can see we've already crossed the first threshold. So we are going to be giving away a very expensive prize here in just a couple of moments. So this is the time. If you have anyone that is wanting to go to Rocklahoma, this is the time to tag your friends and let them know, hey, you needing to go to Rocklahoma? You still need to get your ticket? Watch this guy, because here in a couple of moments, we're going to be honoring or celebrating our reach that we have accomplished. But before we do that, we have to crack open a cold one, as we tend to do around here. You know, my favorite part about doing the podcast is, well, I'm not going to lie, the favorite part of doing the podcast is meeting the rock stars, right? But second favorite part of doing the podcast is just getting to sit down every Monday night and crack open a cold one, joining in the comments, listening to some music, and just talking about our awesome community and as we have a great time. So I tell you what, sound off in the comments. Let me know what you all are sipping on. What's your refreshments as we prepare to crack open a cold one. But before we do, we want to thank Prior Liquor Wines and Spirits for everything they do for the music community in the area. They help support and sponsor several parties throughout the campgrounds. They've been sponsoring our show for several years, And there's a lot of things that wouldn't be going on this year had it not been for Prior Liquor Wines and Spirits. So for the guys who sell the suds that keep me sauced, on behalf of Prior Liquor Wines and Spirits, everybody, cheers. All right. Cheers to the liquor daddy of Pryor, Oklahoma. So, let's just get it out of the way. All right, you guys, normally we float right around this threshold. So I thought I was going to, make y'all work for a little bit for our first giveaway. But because you guys have already passed the first benchmark that I set, which was 50 live viewers, I have a prize for you all. But not before I tell you what it is. And these things just arrived in my hand. Check this out. See, the gremlins got me already. Here we go. All right, effing gremlins. Alrighty, let's see what's going on. We're going to fix it. All right, one more time, because it can't be smooth. Can't nothing be smooth around here. Thanks again, Casey, for giving our gremlins a face. All right, we're going to try this right. Right button.
Surviving Rocklahoma with Adam Richmond.
It's like Christmas! We are walking here with Shorty from the Rocklahoma marketing. Now, I was wondering if you guys could give me your perspective of what this tunnel means.
Yeah.
As the GA can funnel through here and get up to the stage.
When people are coming in, it is like bottling in a chute. You can feel the anticipation building. It gets packed right up in here. And as you start coming out, you can start seeing all of the people in their reserve seating. And they're standing. Now, I've been getting my reserve seating for 12 years now. And I do it and I renew every year so I can work my way closer and upgrade every year. And actually, this is one of my seats over here on 9th row.
Let's take a look. Sit.
That is right there. It took me
Wow, how many years to get this close?
It took me 12 years to get that seat.
That's awesome. You earned it. Now, the tunnel is cool for a photographer and a videographer, but let me show you something even cooler. This is reserved seating, but this is the pit. This is center front stage, front row. So whoever's right here has one of the best seats in the house.
My first time ever with a photo pass, and I got to shoot for Slipknot. And
Slipknot, that's a good one to get photographs for your first one. There's so much detail.
Seeing the tower, but you can never go up the tower.
Until today.
The security can't catch you. Less than a dozen people has been able to pass this gate.
Or have lived to tell. There's one more. It gets even higher.
So do I.
This really is one of the best views. Speaking of Dave World, Dave and Sharon, they are the heart of this festival. they give us.
And that was a snip clip of the footage we shot with Shorty from the PR marketing yesterday. Thank you so much to Chantal and Mike of Rocklahoma Marketing for bringing us into the fold in such a spectacular way. This year it is truly a dream come true. Now there was some more footage that we shot yesterday, so more clips to come. I can't wait to see the rest of it. There's some real treats in there, and it was truly awesome. Now, one of the things we were doing while we were there, I was also getting prepared for our new digs this year at Rocklahoma. You know, we've been in the media tent since 2018, and I, like a lot of people, I go to a festival or somewhere and it captures my imagination and I really like it, and then there's something that just stands out. I'm like, man, I want to do that. And I've been so lucky to be able to chase that dream, and this year we will be, man, for me it's like next best thing to climbing Everest. We will be making our debut this year on Radio Row, as we were approved for a radio booth this year for the first time, and I am so excited what that's going to mean for everything we do for the Rocklahoma community and the music community abroad. Normally, I'm back in the back. I'm trying to flag down artists and trying to interview as many artists as I can interact with. So because I'm back there, I don't always get a lot of time to interact with you guys. But now at the booth, we're going to be having some bands pass through. We're also going to be housing, being a headquarters for several of our projects, including the campgrounds map and the scavenger hunt. But before we do that, Shorty handed me a little something, and I officially, in my hand, have our passes that we have submitted for. And we've got more. We got a few extras, y'all. So as a thank you to everybody watching as we celebrate this becoming not the year of, not your Rocklahoma, not my Rocklahoma, our Rocklahoma. And we got over 50 live viewers. So what do you say we give a couple of GA passes away right now? So these do not include a campsite, but I can get you and a friend into the festival gates for free. All you got to do is like the Facebook page if you haven't already, share the live stream if you haven't already, and drop in the comments hashtag our Rocklahoma. We will assign everybody who uses the correct hashtag a number, and that number will be generated randomly for us. So don't spam, once is enough, but hashtag our Rocklahoma will be perfectly fine to get you entered into the contest. Now, while we are allowing all of you to have your chance to enter, we're going to talk a little bit about the campgrounds map. Because if you win and you decide that, hey, I'm going to go ahead and get me a campsite, or I'm going to go camp with a buddy, well, we've got a directory of everything going on in the campgrounds, and it's on the campgrounds map. You can find it at survivingrocklahoma.com. On that page, you will find a directory of all of the parties that's going on, as well as a giant map that lets you know where everything is at. So it doesn't matter what kind of experience you're wanting to have, we can get you pretty close. So whether you're just wanting something super chill and maybe just kicking back and sipping a few brews, swapping stories, and having a chill night, or if you want to get wild and crazy and live out all the things you can't do in everyday civilization, well, there's going to be a lot of that too. So I tell you what, let's pick us a winner at random. Now for this, I'm going to use WooBox because it takes all of those of you who followed the instructions and liked the page, shared the stream, and used the correct hashtag, our Rocklahoma. And your winner is, congratulations, Casey Diesel. Casey Diesel. Let me write your name down here. Congratulations, you are going to Rocklahoma. Now, all of these passes are courtesy of Rocklahoma. I want to thank all of them, the whole team, for collaborating with us and allowing us to do these giveaways. I absolutely love giving stuff away. Now, the thing is, that was just for the 50 live viewers. Y'all didn't even have to break a sweat. Are you kidding me? I was going to make y'all work for it this week. Now, the way to get 2 more passes to be given away here for scot-free, we just need 4 more live viewers. We need to crack 100, and then we'll do another giveaway. I may have to raise the bar next week, y'all. We have to bump it up, because apparently these are getting to be rookie numbers. Speaking of numbers, I am so excited, y'all. We've hit some milestones over the years. About a year or 2 ago, our website, www.survivingrocklahoma.com, achieved 175,000 clicks through the month of September, the time around Rocklahoma. And that is something that, I have bragged about for a lot of years. Well, a couple, seems like forever. But after checking our numbers last week, when I was talking with some potential new sponsors that want to partner up with the show, we looked and we saw that our reach is approximately 35,000 individual Facebook accounts in our area, y'all. So that is huge. Now, guys, it gets bigger. We are just shy of 100,000 monthly views. We are probably going to make it after this live stream, given what these streams usually average in views. So I am just flabbergasted and mind blown that we would have that kind of reach. But I want to thank each and every one of you guys for being a part of that. And it's absolutely awesome. Now, one of my favorite things about doing this show is that I get to work with some of the other collaborators. Now, I see Justin Hoppy is in the comments, so we're going to be going to our guest here in a little bit following this video. Now, we had a band. They're not playing this year, but they did play Rocklahoma a couple years ago, and they said, "Hey, man, I know you got some stuff going on with Rocklahoma, but we got a new single and we would love for you to feature it. And I said, absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, the Midnight Devils.
My good friends, they rocked it last year. You asked for them back in here. They are the headliner. The Midnight Devils! Come on, motherfuckers, I can't hear you. I said, how you doing tonight? It's good to be back, man. You ready to get this party fucking started? We are the Midnight Devils from Omaha, Nebraska, New Orleans, Louisiana. Let's get fucking weird. Driving as straight as I can, round every corner on every street. The skills they always go through in the darkness without purview. They were promising paradise, but it's all one big lie. Yeah, 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 yeah. Shock the world, standing in the heavy guns drawn. Fuck the world, shock the world, paying. They'll make the next front page. They'll make the next pay grade. It's a chance to keep you occupied as they pull the wool over your eyes. Kid, breathing, gone away, right out of hell, standing. It's a greatness, it's not what you got, it's who you are. Yeah, 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 yeah. Shock the world, standing in the heavy guns down. Fuck the world, shock the world, yeah, 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 yeah. Shock the world, standing in the heavy guns down. Fuck the world, shock the world.
Alrighty, folks, we are still working with Zoom at the moment. As soon as we get the guys on, there they go. I see them on. We just got to get them to turn the phone a little bit and unmute it, and then we will be able to have them on. There we go. So I'm glad it's getting you guys. So you know what? They've been having a little fun with it. Alrighty, y'all. I am here with the founding flockers, Justin and David. What up, buddy?
What's going on,
What's
guys?
happening?
Cheers to you guys.
Cheers, cheers.
I am here with the founding. Oh, I got you guys. One of y'all might want to turn your phone
No.
down on the one that's watching the stream.
No,
So,
I got it.
with that being said, I'm so glad to have you guys on the show. You guys have been hard at work the last little bit as you are organizing this massive contest that I will be honest, you guys make life a lot easier for me as I have to find some folks to earn these nifty guitars that we get signed. Can you tell me a little bit about the scavenger hunt?
Yeah, so we've been doing this for about 4 years. It's maybe the fourth or fifth year. I lose track at this point. But you know, we're revamping things a little bit this year, which we'll get into here in a little bit. But it really started whenever I just wanted to do something fun and just kind of have a little contest, and I never expected it to really take off and get as big as it's gotten. And I have a huge thanks to you, Adam, because you came to me a couple years ago and was like, "Hey, so you got grand prizes for the scavenger hunt yet?" And I was like, "Oh, no, yet. I'm a little behind the eight ball." And you were like, "I got a great idea," and it helps me out tremendously because I know what we're gonna do for a grand prize every year. And we donate one guitar, and then we have another guitar that's donated by the Rocklahoma Bitches, which I've posted pictures of those in the scavenger hunt, and I can post them again here in the next week or so. But they're pretty nice guitars.
They are absolutely stunning, and you guys have shown or had a couple of variations over the years. I think the first one was black, or no, yeah, it was black and white, and then last year
We had a black one. Yeah.
And last year we had what became known as Wanda and Cosmo in the media tent, the yellow or the pastels, the pink and the turquoise. Tell me a little bit about the guitars you have this year.
So this year I did something a little bit different, and I went with a bass. So I've got a big, beautiful red bass. It's got a kind of a light brown fretboard on it, and then the guitar that the Rocklahoma Bitches have provided is a neon yellow electric, and it's absolutely gorgeous.
Red and yellow. I'm so excited. Now you have mentioned a little bit about changing some things up. So for those who have never done the scavenger hunt before, how does this thing work?
In years past, we basically went with whoever could get the most pictures. Like whoever got the most was going to win. And I've got feedback every year and tried to change things a little bit each year. And over the last couple of years, I've talked to a few people that said they love doing it, but they know they're never going to get as many pictures as everybody else because, for different reasons. But one of the reasons that really kind of struck with me is you've got some people that maybe aren't as physical to where they could go up and chase somebody from across the way, that they see somebody all the way on the other side of GA and have to go through all the chairs and find somebody to take a picture with them. So we kind of changed it up a little bit this year to where instead of having to chase someone down and actually get a picture, be in the picture with them, as long as you take a picture of that person or that thing, that's going to work this year. It's going to make it a lot more user friendly, and it's going to give a lot more people a chance to win one of these awesome guitars.
As you mentioned what some of these folks go through, I just get this visual of me being tipsy and trying to get from one side of the festival grounds to the other and just running across in snowball, just collecting more chairs. That's just me trying to get to the other side. A little lonely trying to, win a contest. Now,
Yeah.
it's not just one prize, but it's two. So it's the first two places. And, we've got a hardworking member of the community that has like absolutely busted his butt for the last couple of years. But the second winner, the first year, if I remember correctly, it was her first Rocklahoma, and she was a guest, and she actually did this to pass time and have fun. And then we had another an individual one last year that they weren't like I can't remember who the winners was, but if I
It
remember
was Sarah.
correctly, yeah.
Yeah, Sarah.
Sarah won the other guitar last year, and she's in the comments. I saw her earlier.
Yeah. So, I mean, really, it's anybody's game anyway.
It really is, and I know. Last year, Sarah and Daniel really went above and beyond what a lot of people did. The number of pictures that they turned, I don't remember them off the top of my head, but it was in like the high hundreds. There was
Jeez.
a lot. But this year, we're going to change it up a little bit to where we're going to have a more condensed list. And you're only going to have to we're going to basically call it points, I guess you would say, but each picture is a point. But however, what we're going to do, there's going to be certain things you're going to get more than 1 point for, which, I mean, Dave, you want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, so there's going to be some areas within the campgrounds, within the actual venue that you'll be able to get double points on. And like if somebody comes over and snags a picture with you on Media Row, or we've actually got some engagement from a few bands at Rocklahoma that want to be a part of the scavenger hunt, which we think is really, really awesome, where you snag a picture with them performing on stage, something along those lines. We've kind of got those narrowed down. We're waiting for the final engagement from some of those bands. The cool thing is also the campgrounds. Not everybody has access to it, so we're wanting to kind of expand on the fact that if you're in the campgrounds, you can snag some points there. If you're there for the week or just for a couple days. But if you're not, you still stand a chance going into just being able to be in the venue and watching your favorite bands and rocking out through that Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Where you can grab some points there. So easy wins where you can get like the Rocklahoma sign, bands that are playing, logos that you might be able to find that are just commonly out there, are kind of big things. But I think the big thing is kind of like the expansiveness is like the guitars have always been a piece of this, but I think for this year, we've kind of reached out to a couple of the campgrounds and asked for, swag bags. We've asked bands to be able to participate. You could actually win guitar picks, signed autograph memorabilia, merchandise, that kind of stuff. So we've got a lot of things that are kind of coming down into crunch time. But like one example, I Drunken Irish, Paige and Tawny, they do a great job with their swag and stuff like that, super personalized. Their big thing there is they've got a big swag box that we're actually going to give away as part of the raffle. So the raffle is actually going to be two parts. We're actually going to have one part that's just the guitars. If you're participating in the full scavenger hunt, but then from just a general participation, we're actually going to have some raffle tickets that you can collect from us, and we'll release more information on this. But you don't have to participate in the scavenger hunt. Just be present, show up, go see your bands, go visit the campgrounds, that kind of stuff. Collect the tickets that you need to, and then we'll have other drawings where you actually can win band memorabilia, swag bags from different campsites, those kind of things. So we were kind of excited about taking on the fact that it's not just the guitars. We want to give everybody an opportunity to have a chance to win something. We really kind of wanted to make it across all spectrums that if you're there for a day, you can win. If you're there for the festival 3-day weekend, you can win. If you're there for the whole week, you can win. We wanted to give it an opportunity where everybody had a chance at something, and not just inclusive to the guitars, but a lot more other stuff that we're actually got in the works right now.
That's epic. Now, this year is going to be a little different for those who are anxiously waiting to get a peek at the guitars as they evolve over the course of the weekend. As we mentioned, this year we are making our Radio Row debut with our booth. And wherever I'm hanging out or wherever my office is, that's where those guitars be staying. And they are going to be there for displaying. You like what I did there? That was nice. We're going to be displaying them all weekend long. And as the artists come in and funnel through, we're going to get them all signed. Now, you guys have also mentioned that you might be doing a couple of other things over at the booth.
Yeah, so we're still working on times, but kind of to allude to what Dave was talking about with the raffle. At some point on Sunday, those times will be given out later. Either myself, David, someone's going to be there, and we're going to be handing out raffle tickets. And this is going to be for anyone. Just come by, even if you're not doing the scavenger hunt. Come by, get a raffle ticket. It's going to go into the pot. And that's where we're going to draw for, a lot of the swag bags, some of the stuff from some of the bands. And then we'll also, after we give all of those away, that's when we're going to give the guitars away on Radio Row at your booth, at the Surviving Rocklahoma booth. So we appreciate everything you've done for us. And so we really want to bring as much attention as we can to everything that you do and the way you support us. So we want to really get a big crowd over there on Sunday.
Absolutely. Now, speaking of the crowd, I'm kind of thinking of this. The place is going to be a bit of a Rocklahoma survival headquarters. Now, you're going to see a lot of interesting individuals amongst our motley crew, and I understand you all have a new banner this year that you all have commissioned to honor all of us extra MFers that just love to be our self-expression.
Yeah, the banner is something I've been wanting to do for a couple years and just never really pulled the plug on it. And then I reached out to Casey Shaver over at Tannenbaum Graphics, and I'm going to be honest, I bugged the hell out of him for about 72 hours while we were getting this thing together. But it turned out absolutely amazing. We kind of took like a cartoony feel to a lot of the characters that you see out there, and
It's got a like South Park, Ren and Stimpy.
a little bit,
feel.
yeah, it does have a lot of Ren and Stimpy to it. There's a little bit of homage to the campgrounds in there too. So
You guys ready? You ready to
Go for it. You guys
give
share
them a
it?
peek?
Oh man, this is awesome.
All right, everybody, we want to thank Casey Spencer, a.k.a. the Christmas tree guy of Tannenbaum Graphics, for putting this together. There is the flyer, the banner for the scavenger hunt at Rocklahoma, featuring the likenesses of many of us, and oh my gosh, that image is one that just keeps getting better. The more I look at it, the more I find. But that's what a true scavenger hunt is supposed to be about.
yeah, we had a lot of fun putting this together. There was a lot of changes, and we went from different sizes and the layouts and characters. We didn't get everybody in there that we wanted just because of space and everything. But I mean, there's some. You look in there, you'll be able to notice who some of these people are. And this is literally taken from pictures that I had on my phone. There's a couple of little gems in there that Casey threw in there himself, but it was a lot of fun to put together.
Yeah, he every time he added something, he would message me. He's like, "Oh my god, I got this. I hope they find this. I hope they see this." So, yeah,
It absolutely evolved over a number of additions, I guess you could say. So it was like, oh, we got to add this, we got to add that, it took on. we started off with a size that was maybe like 4x4, and I think this thing grew out to be like 8 feet long. It's going to take up a good bit of your booth, Adam. So be ready for that.
That's awesome. Now, where will folks be able to see the full-sized version of this thing?
This is going to be hanging up in your booth at Radio Row all week.
Absolutely. Right there next to those guitars that you all can earn. It is the only way that I can describe it. But I love the way you guys do it, so that really all you got to do is just experience the festival. You know, come out of your shell a little bit. You know, a lot of us aren't really great at breaking the ice or just, you know, going and engaging, but this kind of gives folks that little bit of a carrot on a stick to, you know, like, get out of your comfort shell and just come meet all of us and experience what this festival has to offer.
Yeah, and like we're gonna go live on the Scavenger Hunt page here probably in the next week and a half or so. Well, we only have 2 weeks, so in the next week and a half, 2 weeks before we go to Rocklahoma, we're gonna go live and we'll give, you know, the final format and how it's gonna roll off. But this year's gonna be a lot more. It's a lot more accessible for people, and I know Sarah. She can attest to this. She ran herself ragged 2 years ago, and then her phone died like I think Friday night or Saturday night. So she lost like a full like 12, 13 hours of trying to,
Oh my
gosh.
gosh.
Yeah, she's running around the campground, can't find a charger. So
She did it twice.
Like, yeah, so it's like, you know, she's running ragged on Sunday trying to get all these pictures, and that's not what I wanted from this. Like, I want it to be where you go out and you have a good time, but you don't just run yourself ragged trying to go find pictures. Like, enjoy the festival, take the pictures, and so we're going to lower the number to where it's a lot easier for people to really have a chance to win these guitars and have a good time.
You know, we are so glad to have both of you with us, Justin and David, aka the Flamingo and George Washington, and you guys are getting a lot of loves there in the comments. And speaking of some of the bands that wanted to be a part of this, in the comments now is one of your top 5 finalists for Miss Rocklahoma, Amel Elizabeth. What is up, Amel? She said she's honored to be part of the scavenger hunt. Come find me, she says.
Listen, this is no lie, she was absolutely the very first person, the very first band that ever got involved with this. And it just so worked out that she has been out of all the bands I've worked, the bands are amazing, everyone I worked with. But out of everyone, ML has been absolutely fantastic. We keep in touch year round. You know, keep up with everything and what she's doing and what I'm doing with the kids and everything. So she's been an amazing friend to me over the last few years, and we're absolutely just stoked to have them back this year.
Yes, congratulations, Amel, and all of the family at Eternal Frequency. You can see them playing this year at Rocklahoma. I believe they're going to be inside the Roadhouse, and it's going to be a great tent. You're going to be out of the sun, so you can enjoy the band in comfort. And you know, before we start winding down, I love how much of a journey it is for everyone who's been doing this kind of stuff for years and years. If I can briefly, I know everybody's got a very long Rocklahoma story, but can you tell me a little bit about your first year compared to last year and how that affects you going into this year? Does that make sense?
Oh, absolutely. No, my first year, David's first year is going to be a little bit different because I've been trying to get him here for years. My first year was back Mudlahoma, and so I came by myself, didn't know anybody, and one of the first people I met was actually Christy Gross, your beloved friend, and now one of mine. And I was invited to Camp Mardi Gras, and that was on Friday. That was my first experience with Rocklahoma. And then, of course, you know, anyone that's here from Mudlahoma knows how crazy that weekend was.
Oh my gosh.
but literally every year, you start meeting a few more people, and now it's like there's hundreds and hundreds of people. I might not get to see them all year, but this one weekend's like a big, huge family reunion, and so it's absolutely amazing. It's something I look forward to all year, and I know like my friends around here get tired of hearing me talk about it, but it's something I enjoy.
Yeah, and I think for me, this is crazy for me to feel like this year is my third Rocklahoma. Only my third. Hoppy had been bugging me for years to get out and come up there, and I've been putting it off, and finally just decided to kind of buy into it. I said, "You tell me what ticket you buy, I'll buy the same thing." And pretty much he prefaced it with, "Hey, look, you're just going to be Hoppy's friend for this Rocklahoma." And I feel like I hit two grand slams like in my first Rocklahoma. I showed up on Friday wearing my George Washington stuff, got called out by Chevelle on stage, like during their set list, and just kind of took with that. And then the tacos. Tacos, like anybody that knows about the George Washington tacos, the very first year was just a hodgepodge throw together thing. I was like, man, I love to cook. I can do this. And it just took a leg of its own. So between the George Washington and the tacos, I feel like I hit two grand slams in 1 year, came back last year, and it just kind of ran its own thing. And I kind of got out of Hoppy's shadow and kind of became my own thing for Rocklahoma in its own sense. So no, I'm glad he pulled me out of the wings and put me kind of in the spotlight. But at the same time, I feel like it kind of took and ran, and everybody kind of took to it as well. So it's crazy to think this is only my third Rocklahoma, but it's been so much love, so much fun with the bands, the campgrounds. Truly, it's the people and that are watching right now, the people that are out in the campgrounds that really make it. And hell, you're wearing one of our shirts. Like that's a one of one. That's an only Adam shirt. Like that's awesome for what it is.
Get a little closer on this. I'm so proud.
That's the only black one.
That's the only
black shirt.
Black George Washington riding the flamingo shirt. It is absolutely the best thing that we can.
Heck yeah.
So, man, it's been a great ride, but like it just feels like this is just another notch in the belt. This is just another year, and we just want to keep on building upon it with the scavenger hunt, just with us together, and kind of run from it from there. So.
Let me tell you, this is, I will be honest, this is one of my favorite shirts. I wear it at least once, if not twice a week. And it starts so many conversations. And it always comes around to how much I love this community, how much we celebrate individuality in this community. And it doesn't matter what you're into. If you are just a computer nerd who always wanted to be a DJ, or you wanted to dress up like a giant Christmas tree just because you love Christmas, or we just want to wear fedora hats and wear pink, or dress up like one of the founding fathers and serve street tacos. I mean, anything happen. I mean, hell, some of you ladies out there, you want to know what it's like to get out and go nuts? Go out to Big Old Bus and you can live out some fantasies. I'm telling you, the stuff that goes on there is awesome. And if you explain it to some folks, some of it can sound crazy, and let's be honest, it is. But we are such a welcoming community. We police ourselves. Everybody tries our best to stay respectful. But it is all a celebration of the individuality and self-expression.
Absolutely. I agree with that wholeheartedly.
So, before I let you guys go, I always like to give my guests, 5 minutes or so to address the audience, look them in the eyes and say, just say whatever you got on your chest, y'all. The mic is yours.
Say what's your chest.
Exactly. And it's like, I'm a peacock. You gotta let me fly. Kind of deal. No. Man, honestly, like the scavenger hunt, it's for you guys. Like it's a fun journey for us. The Rocklahoma bitches. All the engagement that we have from the behind the scenes stuff, Adam, the stuff you plug for, you know, watching those guitars evolve from Friday all the way to Sunday.
Them at the table.
You know, it's one of those that it's a journey every single year. It's been fun, and you know, it's you just can't explain it without experiencing it. I think that's the biggest thing for us is go out, enjoy Rocklahoma, enjoy the scavenger hunt, enjoy everything that you can about it. You know, the music brings us all together, but I think it truly is the people that keeps everything kind of glued together for everybody. And I wouldn't change it for anything. So what's your take on it?
I mean, I literally started this just kind of as something to do to have fun. It was really for me, because I'm if I'm being honest, I wanted to go out and I wanted to get as many people as I could, get this big list, and just go. It was my way of meeting people, honestly, because I didn't know a whole lot of people, but it really brought a lot of people into my life, and I'm thankful for it. But I do want to say before we kind of head out, I do want to thank everyone that helps with the scavenger hunt, because it's more than just the two of us. Adam, you of course. I mean, first and foremost, helping us facilitate the guitar signatures and all the things that you do for us, 100%. And then I can't talk about you without talking about Angel and photography by Angel Lee. You know, she's taking the pictures of the guitars and the winners every year. And of course, if you'll see her out running around through the pit like a chicken with her head cut off, trying to bob and weave through everybody. I love it. And because she always takes time to stop, say hi, give me a hug, keeps on running, And then Monty over at Prior Liquor, big sponsor. I mean, let's be real, Monty sponsors the whole campground, if I'm being honest.
I think on the banner, if you get a chance to see one person on the banner,
God, yes.
Monty is the funniest character. Every time I look at that banner, Monty just has this cartoon look. It's just, we laugh every time we see it. So yeah, big shout out to Monty as well with Prior Liquor.
Absolutely. Rocklahoma bitches, they do so much for the campgrounds and for all of us that go out there, and especially with for me with helping provide the other guitar for this. And then Brett Fuller with AYS.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
yeah.
RV services, pools, water refills, get your personal porta potties. I mean, if you don't have one already, by all means, go get one, register, and reserve one now.
Before they run out.
Yeah, well, and
we still have to get ours.
We're Brett, don't get mad. We're doing ours right as soon as this is over with. We procrastinated. We're sorry. Do as we say, not as we do. But no, you'll help Brett out tremendously if you reserve them ahead of time and not wait until you get there, because that way they know who needs them on Wednesday, who needs them on Thursday and Friday. But do the best you can to help him out as well by getting these things reserved, and I promise we will as well.
You know what? I tell you what. Let's make it up to him. What do you say? I was going to wait till the end of the show, but you guys have given me so much to give away. I want to give you all something to give away. So what we are going to do right now, because you brought up At Your Service Rentals, we have been authorized to give away a $200 service voucher each week leading up to Rocklahoma. This is only one of 2 chances left to win this prize that will allow you to squat in confidence. So right now, folks, in the comments, if you haven't already done so, like Surviving Rocklahoma, the page, share the live stream if you haven't already, and drop the hashtag Founding Flockers. Hashtag Founding Flockers. We love you guys. I love that. I can't say it enough, and just to see if I don't flub it.
Say it 3 times fast, Adam. Like just
I see a couple of hashtag AYS. That's not the hashtag, y'all. Hashtag Founding Flockers. And you know what? Just because I love that intro so much that Casey had done, we are going to give it another spin real quick while we wait for you guys, because this thing just cracks me up too much.
I think you've used the hashtag AYS Reynolds so much. As soon as you started mentioning AYS and Brad, everybody started just jumping in there, trying to jump in there and be the first few numbers.
That's why I
Jump
got
the
to keep you
gun.
on your toes. Here we go, guys. We're gonna take you back to this clip real quick. Alrighty, enough of
There
that
you go.
nonsense. You folks have had the chance to enter to win. So I need you
Forgot
two
about all that.
gentlemen to come to a consensus and pick me a number between 1 and 20.
It's 17.
Okay.
All right. We'll go with 17.
All right, the number is 17. We're going to generate a number based on the folks who used the correct hashtag, and it's only one entrance. So, those of you who spammed, sorry about you. It didn't work that way. But congratulations to Mike Hamlin. Mikey Hamlin, you have won a $200 service voucher from At Your Service Rentals. Let me write that down real quick. So,
Hey, Adam, as a added bonus, give us their campsite, and I'll come take the first dump in their porta potty for them.
I don't think that's exactly how he wanted his tacos there.
It's not the prize you wanted.
No,
I don't
he
know.
didn't want the refried beans. He wanted the fresh stuff, man.
Come get a taco at the big old bus. Like, let us know, and we'll definitely get your pictures out there and get you ahead on the scavenger hunt. So we'll make it worth your while.
That's hilarious. Okay, and I think that does it for me. Do you guys have anything else that we were wanting to make sure that we got covered tonight?
I think we've got everything covered right now. Like I said, we'll be paying attention to the scavenger hunt page. If you're not on there, it's the Rocklahoma Scavenger Hunt. Please fill out all the questions so that I can add you. If the questions are not filled out, I will not add anyone. So get in there. I'm gonna say in the next probably week or so. I'm really just waiting for the set times to be released because I've got a few of the bands that I want to kind of speak for and get some people out there. And honestly, we've kind of touched on Eternal Frequency, but also Dime Store Riot, Fist of Rage are confirmed also. So those three are confirmed. We're still talking to a couple others. If I can't tell if they're watching or not, but if you are, or if you happen to see this later, hit me up in the next few days, please. Let's get some more bands involved.
Absolutely. Alrighty, guys. Thank you again so much for joining us on the show. I can't wait to see y'all in a couple of weeks.
Absolutely.
Count down the days.
Yes, sir.
See you, Adam.
We'll see you then. Alrighty, folks. That was Justin and David, aka the founding flockers, talking a bit about Rocklahoma and the scavenger hunt. Now, we also gave away a prize to one lucky viewer. Congratulations, Mikey. You know what? You've got just a couple of minutes. If you guys think you guys can crack 100 live viewers in the next 15 minutes, I'll give away another pair of GA passes. Now, one of you lucky viewers or lucky folks that participated in Rebels Raffle, you also have a prize waiting, and we are going to announce the winner here in just a couple of minutes. As we thank all of our sponsors, and on first up we have DEB Concerts, who answers the question, what do you want to do with your life? And he will be rocking the Roadhouse at Rocklahoma this year. They moved to accommodate the crowds, so it's going to be packed. We've got locals, nationals, regionals, and legends playing the DEB concert stage inside the Roadhouse. Now, we also want to thank Brett and the Pooh crew for giving us that prize to give away. Remember, folks, you don't want to be caught out in the middle of the campgrounds at night looking for a place to go poo like that guy. What are you doing over there? Yeah, I didn't call at your service rentals. And we also want to thank one of the newest newest partners of Rocklahoma. That would be the Rocklahoma Bitches. And you can come and join them for Rocklahoma Late Night with the Rocklahoma Bitches on the DEB concert stage. You can also find out the winner of the best campsite contest there at the DEB concert stage. We'll talk more about that next week. Now, we also want to thank our proud partner and sponsor, Rebel Angel of Photography by Angel Lee. And she has done this contest. We launched it a couple of weeks ago, and we had some stuff come up, so we figured, you know what? Let's extend it. And by doing that, we allowed all of you to have more of a chance to win not just a couple of GA passes, but an entire GA package, which includes a GA campsite. So what we did is Rebel's Raffle, she had 100 squares that you guys could buy. And what we are going to do, because she, above all, wanted to make sure that it's fair and completely unbiased. So I have filled it in my AI. I loaded it, all the numbers that were selected, and we are now ready to pick us a live winner. And all right, to Gemini, pick me a winner. All right, the moment of truth is here. I've got my random number generator on the case for Angel's incredible Rocklahoma raffle. This is for all the marbles. The Whitetail campsite and 2 weekend passes. I'm picking a number now from all the sold squares. The winning number is number 56. Number 56 is the winner, and we will be contacting you soon to let you know. Let me see if I can give a quick skim of the original post, and I can see if I can get us a name. We got all the time in the world here. This is the great thing about being our own boss. Yes, number 56, you are the winner. Let me see if I can find it by the quick skim. Otherwise, we will reply to the Facebook page. There it is. There it is. No, that's not it. All right, we're going to go look through. All right, we'll look through and see what all is, find our winner. There was a lot of entries, y'all. But, yes, congratulations. 59. A lot of close ones. Yeah. Good Lord. Yeah, we had a great turnout. Thank you all so much. All right, folks. Until next time, we will keep on moving. So we also want to thank a couple of our other sponsors. The Rocklahoma, or excuse me, Rockavet. Rockavet is a non-profit charity that we've been working with for over 6 years, giving away concert passes to our men and women in the service, our first responders, our Blue Star and Gold Star families. And they believe in giving our veterans the medicine or the music that is medicine to the souls, and as it helps calm the mind and speak to all those things that we are looking. Sorry, there we go. We do have a winner, Darren Pilkington. Congratulations, Darren Pilkington. You have won a GA package. That is awesome. And see, folks, that is why we do our absolute best to keep things random. I am so glad to see somebody who does so much for the campgrounds win a pass. So congratulations, Darren. Bring you some friends or family and to the show and change their life, buddy. And let's not forget, Rebel is also a veteran herself, and we are proud to collaborate with Rockavet. Also, folks, we want to thank Metalcore Clothing for producing our shirts this year. You can get your tribal skull, your proud member of the local music scene, or Angel's limited edition photography by Angel Lee t-shirts. You can get those on the link that I have provided here in the description of this video. And Metalcore Clothing is also a veteran-owned business, as well as owned by some of the Rocklahoma family. Now, we also want to give a shout out to the Big O Bus, bringing a busload of debauchery to a festival near you, but they also have a family-friendly side, just like the rest of us, and they will be having that available at Rock the Equinox. But before then, we are going to be going crazy here in a couple of weeks at Rocklahoma, and they've got events going on all week. You can catch those. You can get a lineup of what is going on with the times and all of that by checking out the Rocklahoma Campgrounds map, currently housed on survivingrocklahoma.com. Make sure that you check out the bus Saturday night, and join in at the lip sync battle at the bus hosted by yours truly. I cannot wait for that one, y'all. And also, we want to thank our newest sponsor, Paulette Haas. Don't get you a new pad. Get you a house that kicks. Haas, from the realtor that rocks, Paulette Haas. It doesn't matter whether you're upgrading, simplifying, or just looking for something a little bit different. She's got properties that you're going to want to see, and she'll give you a great deal on them as well. Make sure that you tell her that Surviving Rocklahoma sent you. And as we round out the night, y'all, this show ran long, about an hour and a half, but it was an hour and a half of fun. And we appreciate all of you guys for tuning in. And on behalf of Prior Liquor, Wines, and Spirits, the folks that sell the suds that keep me sauced, cheers, everybody. All right. So with that being said, y'all, we want to thank you all once again for tuning into the show. Remember, if you would like your music featured here on the show, send us an email, survivingrocklahoma@gmail.com. And until next time, we've only got a couple of weeks left, folks. Get out there, get your steps in, get your spring training, get out in the heat, work in the yard, get acclimated to the weather. Above all, hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. We've got a marathon coming in a couple of weeks, y'all. Prepare accordingly. And until next time, stay on the positive side of life